Hello and welcome. Do you have a Ford Transit that you notice in the rear that it moves a little different than what it normally do and it seems to be a little bit unstable? I'm going to show you how to repair that. So let's begin.
Take time to inspect underneath your vehicle, especially the rear section. Everything looks fine here. That can be the problem. Sway bar arm is not connected. Chances are the bolt broke. We have a broken bolt. And the reason for that is we're missing a bumper. We have a bumper on the right side, but the left side, we are missing a rear bumper. That would do it. That will cause the axle to actually have more movement, which will cause a great deal of stress on the sway bar arm. A missing rear bumper would definitely cause you to have excess damage around your rear differential on a Ford Transit. If you ever notice a rear missing bumper, make sure you replace it right away. Replacing it can save you some extra work and money. First thing we need to do is fix the broken bolt in the frame. You want to block one of your front wheels. We're going to lift the back. You want to make sure that you support the rear of the vehicle with jack stands. I am lifting the vehicle up for two reasons. One, to remove the left rear tires, and two, to be able to get underneath the vehicle, I can actually properly mount back the sway bar arm. To properly torque down your sway bar arm, we need the weight of the vehicle back on the differential. Next, we need safety glasses, earplugs, 7/8 deep well socket, 6-point impact with an impact gun. Remove your left rear tires. This is what you want to avoid. Now we have to deal with it. Now we have a damaged sway bar arm. In this video, that is no problem. We're going to start drilling with a small drill bit. You want to make sure that you are drilling right in the center. If you need to do so, you can use a center punch to make sure that you have a mark right in the center. That is very important. Do not be concerned about drilling all the way through the bolt. Try to drill at least halfway through the bolt. Once you do that, increase the size of your drill bit. Purpose for doing this, you want to get the hole large enough to put an easy out in it to actually turn. As you can see, I am using a screwdriver. I did not need to use an easy out. My lucky day. It is interesting to know that a missing bumper can cause this much work. Next, you need a 13mm socket with an extension and a ratchet.
Here's our new bumper. Part number, price range. It has a new cup. So only thing we have to do, we're going to have to put this bolt inside, reuse it. The extension that I'm going to use can only be but so long. Can't have it too long. If you did, you won't be able to put your ratchet on here to actually tighten it down.
Tighten down your new bumper.
Now that we had a bumper tightened, we need to torque it down. Now we're going to remove this rear damaged sway bar arm. We're going to use an 18mm to remove this nut. And you may or may not need to. I'm going to use a adjustable wrench to hold the other end. As you can see, I had no other choice but to replace this. It was actually damaged, and that's typical. Here's our new sway bar arm. Part number, price range. I got it from my local Ford dealer. I'm going to reuse this washer.
Again, to properly torque down your arm, you need to have the weight of the vehicle on the axle or on your tires.
snug it on for the time being. Here's a new bolt that I'm going to be using. The 2 washers, the bolt, part number, and price range. The washers, part number, price range. And I receive all the parts from my local Ford dealer. I'm going to put a washer on the inside and one on the outside. I'm going to use a 15 millimeter. Next, we're going to torque down the bolt. Now we'll torque down our nut. That's what we want. We have a new bumper and a new arm for our rear sway bar. I guess it wouldn't hurt to remove the paper.
Place back on your tires, remove your jack stands, and lower down your vehicle.
Torque your lug nuts to 150 foot-pounds. That's all it takes. Now you know what to look out for on your Ford Transit. When you notice that bumper is missing, make sure you replace it right away so you don't have to go through what we did on this video. I hope this video was helpful. Do not forget to subscribe. Take care. As always, God bless.